Alright, so got power coming in from the battery. I got power coming in from the solar panels, right? This works great as a disconnect, these circuit breakers. And I can disconnect them just like that. I like that. So that goes up to the charge controller. But now I need 12 volt battery, 12 volt power for the rest of this stuff. So fuse block. The fuse block now has to connect to the battery. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I would like a disconnect between the battery and the fuse block. This way I can shut everything down if I have to, right? So, hey out there guys, another Saturday, except this time the sun is shining, yeah. Feels good, nice and warm. Quite cool last night. It was actually frost on the grass this morning, so it's warming up nice. I got my circuit breaker in. So I'm gonna probably reconfigure things back here. So that's why I like using that wood backer for my back on here. There's steel back there, but you don't want to be drilling holes through steel, right? So I put the plywood on there. This way I can use regular wood screws. And if I gotta move things around later, it's no big deal. Yeah, so I think this is where I left off the other day or last weekend. This is power off the solar panels. This is power off the battery. Okay, so it goes into the charge controller, out the charge controller to charge the battery. Well, now I got to put a load on there. So the load is going to be coming off this fuse block. So I got to loop this over to here. So I was thinking, wait a minute, there's no circuit breaker between the battery and this. And I also like to have it to be able to shut everything down if I had to. So I'm thinking a battery disconnect. Now let's just we'll put a 100 amp circuit breaker in here. This way, see, these are really easy to shut off. You want to shut it off, just push the button there, it disconnects. Right now everything's disconnected. Okay, so. All right, so it's about noon already. About all I've done is move everything over and add the circuit breaker. While I'm at it, I'm looking at it and I'm like, why did I run 10 gauge wire from the battery when I got a whole bunch of 4 gauge wire? Now, I was out of 10 gauge wire when I started this. I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to run to the store, get some more wire before I start working. So I was digging through my supplies. 4 gauge wire, plenty of it. So now I'm rewiring the battery. Now I gotta make sure I got the ends, you know, the lugs. These are the lugs. All right, it's almost 5 o'clock. As far as I can get. It's getting cold out here, but everything's on. This actually has a light on there. The light's off now. Go, see. There we go, yeah, see that lights up. There's the volts at the battery. Okay. Temperature, 28 volts, amps, kilowatt. It's not gonna show any power. Well, it might. It'll tell you the voltage off the solar panels. Solar panels, battery, main switch, or main circuit breaker to my fuse block, 100 amp. So this is feeding here, the inverter's up and running. It's cool, so I can turn on these lights now. Yeah. You get the lights, air compressor. Alright. Everything works. I'm gonna shut everything down here. Let's see. Yeah, good to go. Alright guys, so it's 2:35 on a Sunday. I just can't do this fast enough, man. I like to get this over with, but it is what it is, right? So yesterday I had to rerun the battery wires off the battery. I don't know why I used 10 gauge. So let's get rid of that 10 gauge. I got 4 gauge laying around here, so that took some time. I added the 100 amp circuit breaker. That's the main. That'd be the main circuit breaker for this fuse block right here. So far, I only got one circuit hooked up. Oh well, anyway, yeah. One circuit hooked up. That's going in the cab for my 12 volt fridge. The beer cooler. I like to put that in the back seat. Readily accessible. Instead of having to climb in the back of the truck and open everything up. Just open the back door. All right, so everything's good. Battery. I thought they had a light. It's got a light sometimes. Got my sunglasses on, I can't tell. But yeah, power's on. There's volts at the battery, 14 volts. Temperature, volts at the panel. Let's see, that turns on everything. Inverter. I like that, nice display. Air compressor. Lights work. Cool. So I had to run another circuit into the cab, and that took all day. Well, not all day, it took a few hours. Like I said, it's only 2:30, but I'm tired of this. There it is right there. Yeah, so now I got power back here. Now, I could have done a little cleaner job. I've got 3M tape. I'm gonna try some 3M tape to hold this down, because it's got some screw holes to mount it, but how are you going to get to them? They're on the side. So let's try some 3M tape, double-sided tape. It don't look very good, but it's dark back here. Nobody's looking at it. So that'll give me auxiliary power here, and then I got power off the engine here. 120 USB, either or, right? How to run the wires under the carpet, under the seat, out, in, into the back of the bed, all the way to right here. Circuit fuse, yeah. And that's that. That took forever. And it's hot out here and breaking a sweat. I guess I'll put all this stuff away till next week, right? So, this is the gauge that comes with this pump, so I'm probably going to put it right there. The hose, I guess the hose can fit right here. And like I said, this whole bottom is free, so maybe I'll put that strap there. Easy to get to. A tire repair kit needs to go back here. I got one. Gotta find it. Maybe a first aid kit. And maybe later on I'll put the DC charger in here. But that's even more wires to run. That's taking power off the battery, off the engine battery, off the alternator, or off the truck's electrical system, hooking it up to a charger to charge the battery, the auxiliary battery. That's why it's called a DC charger. Might come in handy, you know. Cloudy day, you got no sun, the solar panels aren't going to work. Parked under trees, the same thing. What are you going to do? At least you got the DC charger and you can charge the battery while you're driving. All right. So there's my solar panels, 200 watts. Oh, I think it's good. Oh, that's another thing I'm going to do. In fact, I ought to do that today. I ought to order the parts. I don't trust these clamps, and I've had some people ask about that. Are those going to hold it? I don't trust them. I'm going to get some of those magnets. Like this antenna here has a magnet. It's a mag mount. But they sell those magnets for like fishing, you know, magnet fishing, what do they call it? Figure I can put 4 of them on here, 1 on each corner, or at least like right through here onto these bars. That'll hold it. That's the idea anyway. Right now it's been pretty good. I mean, this thing is, or maybe it's just heavy enough it's staying on there by itself, right? All right, this is way too long. That's it. I'll put this stuff away.